Hey, thanks for coming back. That's where I'm at right now, so I'm on a call at Rover Front Engine. I'm gonna go ahead and change the oil today. I'm gonna show you how I do it, as well as I might go ahead and change the oil filter adapter, O-rings, and hopefully this main front seal. I've seen some YouTubers do it. Seems pretty easy. I don't know if I have all the right tools, but we might be able to do it today. Filter housing first, change the oil. Yeah, let's get it going. You know, I'm unemployed right now. I guess it's a good time to ramp up the old YouTube channel, and I hope everyone likes this content, and we'll get rolling on it. You're definitely looking pretty black. Okay. This is a little short. The Land Rover's a big vehicle, so but that's it. Okay. But it does others to be. But got the pump up. Don't know if you can hear that, but I got it all in there. And I'm gonna let it drain for a moment, and I'll be back in a second. For the crappy video, guys, my cheap Chinese tripod broke, and that vice grip is not working either. So it's definitely not the fastest way to change oil, but it's taking its good old time. And by the way, guys, this is the way that I buy oil filters. I usually try to buy them in lots, like 6 a piece. I got these Auto Pro Tune oil filters for the Land Rover on sale for, it was probably like 50 cents a piece. I know it was less than $1, and honestly, it's the best thing I ever did. So when you get a chance, go on Rock Auto, check for sales, check for your oil filters, and if they're on sale, buy a few of them. Save yourself a few bucks. All right, so as far as I know, there is 4 bolts. Let me see if I can zoom back. All right, so 4 bolts holding this housing in. The last time I tried, I could not get it off, so I believe it just pops off. But I'm gonna try again, and I believe these are like 10 mil bolts. They might be smaller actually. I think they're 8 mil bolts. But I'll get a wrench and socket set and see what actually it is. You know, it never fails. It never fails. I always miss the damn drip pan. Well, this was hard to get off. I don't know why it was so tight, but it was hard. Thanks for the filter. I'm not gonna lie. I made a mess. I'm gonna wait till this oil absorbs the cat litter, and I'm gonna go ahead and continue. I'm gonna also not lie. It's hot as hell in here. I'm in Georgia. It's summertime, so I'm taking a break. I only did one thing: pulled the oil filter off, drained the oil, and I'm already soaked. So I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, Land Rover fans. I'm be honest, it's pretty brutal out here. I did get the 4 bolts out. It's hot as heck. And then I assume this just pops down. I've never done this before, so this is not a tutorial on how to, but from my understanding, this should just pop off. So we'll give it a try. All right, yeah, so I popped it off with the screwdriver. Pretty easy, and as the British would say, this O-ring is absolutely rubbish, and it's flat. There's a lot of where my oil's leaking from, and I know there is somewhere in there another O-ring. See it? All right, there we go. See that other O-ring in there? That also should be replaced. And so we're gonna go ahead and try to get that one off. Got a little metal shape. Oops, sorry guys, sorry the bad video quality. I'm trying to hold it still here. And that'll do her. Clean her up, and I'll see you if I can get that O-ring off. I'm gonna get my picks. I'll go from there. Well, everyone meet Cisco. Cisco, say hi. Yeah. So this is the neighborhood cat that adopted me, and he's a pain in my butt. Come on. Yeah, come on. He thinks this is his house, and it's not his house. I don't even know whose cat it is, but he likes me. Come here, Cisco. You good son of a bitch. So I'm just trying to degrease this thing here, and it's not working out too well. So I gotta get some gloves and let's clean it up. So some idiot sent me a O-ring adapter for a Jeep 6. for a Jeep. Number 6. You can see here clearly that the new O-ring, which is here, this is the old O-ring, is completely different sizes. So now I have to figure out how to make this work, or go run to the auto parts store and hopefully someone has a part. Wonderful. Love it. Put this whole thing apart. Welcome to my world. Okay, well, I'm still cursing the guy who sent me the Jeep O-ring for the oil filter housing. So, I couldn't find a part locally. Nobody has it. You're never going to find it. The only thing you can maybe find something close, but usually the O-ring's too thick unless at Home Depot or Lowe's or hardware store. And they sell like a universal bunch of large O-rings, or mainly for plumbing. One may work, but I'm just going to, this does fit. But what I'm gonna have to do is glue it in so it stays in put. I have to stretch it around there, and once I glue it in, hopefully it will hold. I'm sure it will hold, but it's just a pain. Get the right part number. I think it's ERR 7308, but anyway. Alright, so this is the solution I came up with. Use some welded all-purpose adhesive. Got some clamps. It will fit. The Jeep O-ring will fit. It does stretch around it. I really only need it to keep it in place. The adhesive, really, that's all it's going to be for. So I'm going to put it out in the sun. I'm going to let that cure and, cross my fingers. And let's hope it holds. I think it will. Alright, just a quick one on this part. This is the ER55888. I got 2. I only see 1 to replace. Maybe there's one further up on the housing, but you can see the old one is a little stretched out. It's worn out. It's just loose. So that may have been part of the issue. It's just dry. And that's the new size. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. I just used a pick. Get that on. I didn't show it, but you can see here. There's the O-ring. I just went ahead and cleaned off the housing. So I'm ready to put the new one on as soon as the glue dries on the O-ring. Shame on me putting Jeep parts on a Land Rover. Shame on me. Okay, this is what I ended up with the welded all-purpose. Like I said, someone shipped me a Jeep oil adapter O-ring, number 6, made in Taiwan. You can see here, you can use it with little finagling. It does fit. You just stretch it out, glue it in, and you should be good to mount it. That is it. So I'm gonna go ahead and lube up the O-ring on the inside with grease real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead. All right, we got hopefully 1 leak down, 1 leak to go. I didn't film all that. My tripod's broken, so I'm just taking it step by step. I haven't torqued these yet, but I'm pretty much hand tight. I mean, they're tight. You don't want to over tighten them. So I'm just gonna go with that. I may come back here and torque them, but I think we're good. And my O-ring seal should hold. So yeah, so 1 down. 1 to go. Okay, everybody. I got the seal out. Unfortunately, I did not film, but I did use the belt technique to get the pulley off. You'll have to look that up on YouTube. I got the pulley off. Got the old seal out. Basically, I used a pick. There are tools for this I recommend, but this is what I had, this is what I used. And I'm getting ready to put everything back in, and this has been hell of a job. It's fun, hell of a job. So, good luck if you're doing this, but it's definitely, I'm gonna check these bolts right there too for the oil pan, just tighten them up, make sure that they're not leaking, and put the seal back in, and then that'll be it. I'll put her all back together, put the oil in, and then hopefully we're good. Okay. Try to film this. Sorry for the. Okay, I'm just putting a new seal in. I'm just gonna take a hammer, try to get it flush. I don't have any oversized. Alright, well, got the new seal in, and she is a beaut. Look at that. Look at that. It's flush, and that's about as far as I'm going to get it. And then, I think that'll be fine. It probably goes recess in, but I think that'll be fine. So, that's where it's going to be for now. And, I hope this O-ring is not leaking, because honestly, I don't really feel like messing with that. It probably is. Yeah, it probably is. I may like do that at a later time. I don't even want to fathom how to do that. Okay, guys, everything's back together. I used the belt technique to put the pulley back on, and everything went well. Primed the oil filter, and now I got to put the belt back on, and hopefully we'll be leak free. And that'll do it for that repair. There was one more O-ring, but I decided I didn't have the right tools for it. It was just a clip, retaining clip, and a C-clip, and which is behind the pulley. And if it's leaking, oh well. But now we're gonna put it back together. Okay, so. I've got to put the cover back on. I've got to put the belt back on. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to wrap it up. It's going to be a fairly short video. I apologize for the video. You know, it's a mess over here. I got to put the fan back on, dump the oil. So I'm just going to wrap this video up. So this is like actually pretty hard to do when it's this hot out. And I don't have a proper video recording tripod. Mine broke. So hopefully next time I'll have a better way to record all this stuff. Again, this is not to learn how to do. This is kind of like just what I'm getting into and what it's like to own a Land Rover, and you're trying to fix it yourself, try to save money, because honestly they're not as expensive as people think they are to work on. If you know what you're doing and you get the right parts, it's actually not that bad. So, well, thanks for watching, everybody. Absolutely, always, you know, if you could subscribe and like and, you know, all that good stuff, that'd be great. If not, oh well, share the video if you want. I don't care, doesn't matter. But anyway, I'll probably have another ending here. I'll talk about it at my office, and well, we'll see you in a few. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this section off and finish up this install, and then be back in a few minutes. Hey, here's a little tip for you guys. I found these at actually Walgreens, believe it or not. They are portable oil funnels, and sorry about that. Portable oil funnels. So basically, they they expand like a portable dog bowl. So yeah, I found these and check that out. Not too bad. We'll try it out. Let's see here. Because I spilled oil all over the place, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember I had this. Not bad. Pretty cool. $3. All right. Yeah, look at my mess. I'm absolutely, what they say in the UK, I'm absolutely knackered. So, well, I do have my pole here. Yeah, I'm a mess. I'm still wrapping it up, cleaning up. Job well worth it. Sweat, tears, running around the neighborhood trying to find an O-ring. Make sure you get the right part, ERR 7308, I believe, for the oil housing. Very common issue for that to leak. Mine's been leaking since I've owned it. I thought it was a very, very difficult repair. It's actually not. It's a little time consuming. The hardest thing was getting the pulley off without any specialized tools. So that was fairly easy using the belt technique. I swear that was a lifesaver. Basically, you're wrapping the belt around itself on the pulley, and that's it. I was like, wow, great hacks. YouTube is awesome. So yeah, still wrapping it up. Sorry I couldn't film everything, but again, this isn't how to do it. This is just like a DIY. You know, it's not like the internet where you get into it and everything looks so smooth and clean and easy. It's not one of those videos, obviously. So wrap it up. Be back in a second. Okay, update. Well, I put this old seal back in. Had a catastrophic failure. Yes, so the Jeep O-ring did not work. I also may have a stripped out thread on the housing, so this is not turning out to be very good. I'm very disappointed. The other seal held, but just the oil filter housing, so this is a disaster. So here we go, and I may end up using like a gasket maker if it doesn't work. I'm waiting for the part, and we go from there. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this video up. So we did have a catastrophic failure on the oil pump housing O-ring. Either the O-ring did not seat properly when I installed it, as well as the other factor of, I believe, one of my bolts stripped out, and I couldn't get the 18 pounds of torque on those bolts, on at least one of them. And I believe that was also part of the issue. I think the main problem is the O-ring is flat. I went ahead and ordered that part. I believe it's ERR 7803. Don't quote me on that. So the plan is to get the part in. We're going to go ahead and put the cover back on. I'm hoping that the bolt isn't stripped out. It does tighten. It just, I don't know if it tightens up enough. So I'm either going to have to tap that or get a new front engine cover. I haven't decided. We'll come to that. Hopefully the O-ring will be the golden key here, and we'll get it fixed up. I apologize for the crappy video. It is because my tripod did break, so I wasn't able to record like I wanted to. So I was just kind of winging it. And I'm pretty new at the YouTube game, obviously. So I tried using some AI to create my videos, so I hope it works out. I hope you like it. I didn't want to have a whole lot of time invested in this. Maybe in the future when I become better at video editing. But I'm going to wrap that up here. Like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along with the ride. Hey, I appreciate everything. And don't forget to comment below if you have any suggestions. I'd like to hear them. And we'll go from there. We'll see you next time.